Thanksgiving is this weekend, and everyone's favorite time to share delicious food with the people they love is this time of year. Now, while pumpkin pie probably comes to mind for dessert, there's so many options beyond the traditional choice.
Yeah, there really, really are. So today we are going to go on a provincial baking tour, tasting desserts from right across this beautiful country. Here to guide our culinary journey is award-winning Irish baker Gavin Knox, who's back.
Gavin, we're delighted to have you back. Let's get talking about desserts. Yes. It's a favorite topic, I think. We're going to start in Manitoba. What are we having, and what is the story behind this dessert?
So for Manitoba, you got the schmoo torte, and that's basically a sponge cake filled and finished with whipped cream, pecans, and a caramel syrup.
Ooh,
okay.
So the story behind this is it was originally really prominent in the Jewish community. And the person who made it and invented it, I guess, she was a baker, and she wanted to give her son, for his bar mitzvah, I guess an amalgamation of all his favorite cakes. And that's kind of where it got its name as well, the schmoo. It's a comic book character from the 40s, and they're supposed to symbolize...
I remember that guy! Not that I was around in the 1940s, guys, okay?
But notice I didn't say anything.
He made a comeback. I remember.
Yeah, it did. And yeah, so it symbolizes all the good things. So it's that kind of way of giving it to her son.
Oh, it's light, it's delicious, it's beautiful.
So I'm a terrible baker. Terrible. What are the key steps to making this schmoo torte?
So the key thing behind it is it's actually I guess a spin-off of an angel food cake. So it's meringue-based, and you mix in your dry ingredients. And some of the things to remember about it, because it's an angel food cake, don't grease your cake pan. So unlike other cakes, you want it to actually stick and climb to the sides of the pan and go up. And when you're cooling it, believe it or not, cool it upside down. Because if you don't, there's a danger of it. It will collapse in on itself and get really, really compact, and it won't be as light as it should be.
You know what I like about it is it looks so sweet, but it's not too sweet. Like
it's not overwhelming.
Yeah, agreed. Hey, let's continue this tour. Let's move on to Quebec. So what's being served up there?
From Quebec, we've got a dish called a pudding chFmeur. Okay. And that's basically a self-saucing pudding, and it can be done as individual little pots, like you've got in front of you.
This is adorable.
Or it can be in a bigger dish for family serving.
Oh, it's warm.
Yeah, and it's basically what it is. It's like a sponge pudding, self-saucing with maple.
Stop it right now. You stop it.
Should I just leave right now?
Oh my God.
This is wow.
And the story behind it is it originally came from the Great Depression era, and it was called pudding chFmeur, which roughly translates as unemployed person's pudding, where it was made with stale bread, maple syrup.
It's like a butter tart.
It's all good. It's all.
Wait, how do you make it then?
So basically what you have is you have your dry ingredients and you mix it together, so it's like a biscuit batter. And you put that in your vessels, your individual containers or your pan. You cook your sauce on the stove and literally just pour it over, put it in your oven. 30 minutes later, you've got a big dish of a warm hug.
Phenomenal.
It really is.
Phenomenal.
Okay, I really don't want to move, but we have to. Let's go to Nova Scotia. What's on the menu there?
So Nova Scotia, we have cookies, because everybody loves cookies. And these are Pubnico molasses cookies.
I love molasses cookies.
And they're from a region called Pubnico, and they're typical.
I love a soft cookie.
So yes, as you can see, one of the features is it's really soft. It's soft, it's chewy, it's thick. And that's typical of a Pubnico cookie. They're different from ginger snap cookies or ginger cookies in that they're soft, they have that smooth top on them, and they're just gently spiced. They're not really in-your-face gingery.
Yours are so perfect.
I know, I was going to say that. Like, they're perfectly round and perfectly half-domed.
Okay, so what are your tips to making the best cookies?
So just to pick up on that point about the finish and how they look, that's one of the key things with Pubnico cookies, is that it's a really soft dough, so you have to chill it in your fridge. I usually chill it overnight, and it becomes more workable. And then use a large cookie cutter, and timing is the other thing. If you cook them too long, you'll end up getting a crinkly top on it, typical of the more common ginger snap cookies. But Pubnico have that smooth finish, so timing is the other key.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we're going to end our journey in Saskatchewan. What are we having from Saskatchewan?
So Saskatchewan, of course, we are going to have Saskatoon berry pie. Now, this is an iconic Canadian pie. It's something that instantly springs to mind with me. And it's one of those recipes that's passed down through generations. Everybody has their version, but basically it's a Saskatoon berry filling within puff pastry or short pastry.
This crust is sexy.
You know, I don't think anybody's ever said that, but I'll have it. I'll take that.
This is a sexy crust.
So how do we make this, the steps of this?
So the filling is really easy. It's just literally dump in a bowl, mix it together, and then make your pastry. That's the key thing. Everything should be cold. And a hack with that is if you actually grate your butter in to the dry ingredients rather than try cube it and use your fingers, grate it straight from the fridge or even better from the freezer.
Grating your butter. I've never heard of this.
Interesting.
That sounds so bougie. I love it.
I love it.
All right, you won't look back.
You said something earlier, Saskatoon berries?
Yeah, exactly. They've got a
What is
very
that?
distinctive taste.
Saskatoon berries, although they look like blueberries, they're actually more closely related to the pear and apple family.
What?
And they've got like a bit more of a denser texture and an almost almondy, nutty flavor to them. And it originally comes from, and I hope I get this right, the Cree word mi Saskatoomina, which translates as fruit from the tree of many branches. And that, interestingly, is what gives the region Saskatoon its name. It was named after all these berries because there's so many of them. It's in abundance there. But yeah, it's really typical. And I think it's a fantastic alternative to pumpkin pie.
Beautiful. You get your antioxidants all in the same dish. It's
Can I
basically
get
healthy.
Yeah,
I don't want
it's
to
a
start a
healthy-
provincial war, but I can't decide which province is my favorite,
honestly,
right?
I want 17 of these.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take
That's
your orders
Quebec.
after the show.
Right,
It
that's
is, it's
Quebec.
true. Well, we can enjoy that on our break. Hey, Gavin, thanks for bringing us these amazing
Thank you so
desserts.
much for having me.
Phenomenal. Okay, so if you want to be really, really bold and you want to try some of these ahead of the long weekend, we're going to put all of the recipes on our YouTube channel. Did you know we had one?
No.
We do. We're going to put them on our YouTube channel after the show. Our next guests are twin sisters who created the celebrated Canadian bakery, Jenna Rae Cakes. Now, we've been drooling over their sweet treats from afar for a really long time, so we are super pumped that they traveled all the way from Winnipeg to share some with us today.
That's right, and here with desserts from their second cookbook, Jenna Rae Cakes at Home, please welcome Ashley Kosowin and Jenna Hutchinson. Thanks for being here. Okay, so listen, it's obvious all of your treats are incredibly stunning, but your cakes are next level. So you've done everything from gorgeous fairy tale wedding cakes to poop emoji cakes. Whoa, this is so great. I want to know, how long does it take on average to make any of these edible pieces of art?
So cakes like that take quite a long time. It could range from an hour or two to well over 30 hours. Just depends on the cake itself.
Sorry, what was the occasion for the poop emoji cake?
Yeah. So I
A
know
divorce party?
No, I could work for that. But my kids, I don't know about other people's kids, but they just are obsessed with poop.
Yeah.
So for my daughter's 5th birthday, I'm like, you know, what does she love the most? And it's poop. So that's
That was
what I
a
did.
birthday cake!
For my daughter.
I'm obsessed.
She loves it.
So good.
I'm obsessed. Okay, so the brand new cookbook is all about how we can elevate ourselves from, like regular home bakers to like artists that create pieces like this. So what is the best piece of advice that you can give to people?
Take your time. Give yourself time. If a recipe calls for a lot of different components, which some of them do, but some of them a lot more easy and accessible, just have fun with it. Baking is a love language. It truly is. And I think you should really enjoy the process. Our favorite part is the decorating process. So we always make sure to give ourselves lots of time for that so we can be creative and have fun.
We love that. Okay, so why don't we start with a really, really special treat? And you guys know it's Cynthia's birthday today. Happy birthday! So how about some birthday trifle cake? So tell us about this and why we might consider, I don't know, changing that traditional birthday cake idea and give this a shot instead.
Yeah, how fitting. Happy birthday. And if you don't have 30 hours to make a huge, huge cake, then this is the perfect option for you. It's way more accessible, and it's also, you can make it look really good and inspiring without having to put too much time and effort into it.
All right, I'm gonna dig
I
in.
think this trifle is so fun
It's
and
so
whimsical.
pretty.
I can see the creative elements. Talk to us about the different techniques you use for decorating desserts in general.
So there's a million different techniques you can use. On this one specifically, I use the piping with the big tip there for the rainbow buttercream. And I use that on cakes, I use that on cupcakes,
so
on
good.
everything. It's a really good trick to have.
Yeah, and with this trifle in particular, it is so easy to change up the color palette depending on your party or the theme that you're going for. And it's crumbled pound cake. We have a birthday cake crumble in there, which adds a really nice texture. A whipped pudding and topped with buttercream and all of the treats you see on there.
Oh my God, happy
my God,
birthday!
it's so good. Cheers.
Delicious.
I mean, this is beautiful, but are there other types of trifles that you like to make?
Yes.
They're so versatile because all you need is cake and some sort of filling, whipped texture, something for like the crumble for texture, or fresh fruit is great too. So we do strawberry shortcake, we do a salted caramel pretzel. In the book, we have a delicious banana trifle. It is so good. It's made with a roasted banana pudding. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Wow, that is gorgeous. Okay, this looks super fancy, certainly a little bit above for me. So why don't we move on to a little bit of an easier recipe, and you've got Imperial cookie dough cups. So tell us about these, how you made them.
So who doesn't love cookie dough, first of all?
Love.
It's like everyone wants to snag a little spoonful when you're making cookies. So we made it completely edible for you with heat-treated flour, no eggs, so it's completely safe to eat. And this Imperial dough one for us is one of our most popular at our bakeries.
This is dangerous.
We tried to take it away one time, people got mad, so we brought it back, and it was the most requested recipe for this cookbook, so we had
Really?
And if you don't know, an Imperial cookie is a shortbread cookie with jam in the middle, topped with an almond icing. I think they're most commonly known as
Empire cookies?
Empire cookies,
Yeah.
Empire cookies, but Imperial in Manitoba, so that's why we went with
Oh
that.
my,
Wow.
This is like a punch in the face of sugar in the best possible way. You can actually make these vegan friendly or not, but you use margarine because you say it's like kind of the best thing to use. Like, why is margarine sometimes better than?
I know, it's surprising. We use butter in basically everything else that we make, but margarine is great because you can take it right out of the fridge, have a spoonful, and it's a great creamy consistency. You don't have to wait for it to thaw. That being said, absolutely use butter if you prefer it, but margarine does work really great here, and we make sure all of our cookie dough cups are vegan at the shop, so we went with that here as well.
And you've used something called heat-treated flour in this recipe. I mean, maybe people know what that is. I don't know what that is. What is it and why?
It kills off the bacteria when you heat up your flour beforehand, so you just toast it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes. It turns an ivory color. You let it cool, you sift it up, and then you can use it as you would to eat freely. So like that's why when you think about cookie dough, you're like, oh, I can't have that because it'll make my stomach hurt. Like my mom told me when we were baking as kids.
Yeah.
So that's just one of those.
So it helps that.
Precautions.
We love that.
Okay, so this next dessert feels like the perfect ending to all the Thanksgiving meals people will be enjoying this weekend. So talk about this salted caramel apple pie.
Oh my God. I cannot wait.
Okay, well, like most Canadians, we grew up eating pie all of our lives, and we'll let you know a secret. We didn't love pie growing up, but now...
My son doesn't like pie either.
Well,
Maybe this is the
I'm a
recipe.
convert now. I'm a
he'll come
convert.
around. Pie is delicious, and it's such a comfort food. And I think the key is in the crust. We use a brown sugar pie dough here. And the key when you're making a pie crust at home, just make sure that it's a really shaggy textured dough. You don't want it to be overly combined because then you'll lose all of those delicious buttery layers.
I want it almost falling apart.
Okay.
Shaggy.
I've
That's
never
an
heard that
interesting.
expression with baking.
Yeah. And the other part is we heard that you used Granny Smith apples for this, which is not the apple that you often hear of, maybe because it's too tart. Why Granny Smith?
So you want to use Granny Smith apples here because of the tartness, you're not going to add too much sweetness to an already very sweet pie. And then also the texture will hold up really well. If you use a different kind of apple, it can get really soggy and mushy. Well, this still has the texture of an apple.
Okay, good call.
So talk to us about the salted caramel sauce that you used and what makes it different.
We use it in everything. It's probably our most referenced recipe in both our first and second cookbooks. Our best-selling items at home are our salted caramel macarons and our salted caramel cookies, so we love it. But it's really easy to make at home once you get the hang of it.
And you can use it in anything. We use it in so many different recipes in the cookbook. So if you make a big batch, you can make 3 to 4 recipes with it. And you can also just have it on hand to dip your apples in or just eat by the spoon.
Okay.
I was going to say, just go like this. So why don't we end with another recipe that is lower on the difficulty scale? We're going to end with the blueberry biscuit cobbler. Tell us about it.
It's so versatile because you can use any
so
fruit.
easy.
It's so easy. You can use any fruit that you have on hand. Frozen fruit is totally fine, but like anything, it's best to use in the height of the fruit season. We chose blueberries for this one. Blueberries are our favorite. It's what we picked with our grandmother growing up. And it's topped instead of with a streusel, or it's topped with a biscuit crumble. So it has like such a great texture, and it's really hearty and could be breakfast, but also makes a great dessert. So
Any time of day.
Any time of day.
I'm not too sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really nice.
I'm supposed to say
I
something
was
next?
like, do you need help?
We're good. Thank you for these phenomenal recipes today. Delicious. So good. All right, so don't forget that Jenna Rae Cakes at Home is available now, but studio audience, you're going home with your book today. Okay, for a lot of people, typical Thanksgiving means turkey, but many meat eaters are looking to incorporate more plant-based foods into their diets, and there are plenty of delicious vegan options to consider this weekend.
Here to share a complete vegan Thanksgiving meal from start to finish with recipes from his new book, The Vegan Bridge, is Michelin-trained chef Romain Avril.
Oh,
Welcome
bien.
back to the show. Welcome.
How are you?
Very good. Bienvenue, bienvenue. Okay, so you created a new book for meat eaters that are actually looking to incorporate more plant-based foods in their diet, which is a big thing, which, you know, any little bit can help. So how hard is it to pull off a delicious but also satisfying, when I say satisfying, like, you know, with some heft to it, over Thanksgiving if you are going to go vegan?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be quite honest, it's actually super easy, but I don't want to say easy. Sometimes you're like, easy, yes, but is it delicious? The answer is incredibly delicious. And let me tell you, you are not going to regret that dry turkey that we all had a bite of, okay? So, and for you today, I brought an absolute feast.
Yes,
and let me tell you, carnivores will be satisfied and full, and they will have a smile all the way up.
Oh, I love this.
Okay.
Well, let's start with this soup that you brought along. I love starting Thanksgiving with a soup. And this is such a gorgeous color. I'm obsessed with it. So tell us what's in it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is a butternut squash soup that I created a few years back for a soup festival. People were obsessed with it. I was like, it's got to be at the restaurant, but it's got to be in the cookbook. And I want to bring like my way of cooking. I'm French, but if you know me, I love Asian influences. So it's not your regular pumpkin soup or squash soup. You have bursts of flavors, energy coming from the acidity, the pickling of the ginger, the heat from the chili. So I have to have a secret too, because we're gonna talk about vegan food. How do I make it so creamy? You're gonna ask. And I'm gonna tell you, coconut milk.
Coconut milk.
That's kind of the way you have, because it's a really fatty, obviously, nut, and it really helps to bring that like creaminess. It's so velvety and delicious. And my other secret is sometimes we have squash soup, but they kind of bland. So what I do is I roast the squash whole, so it concentrates all the sugar and it's caramelized and it's delicious. At least I believe.
You believe correctly, sir. This is extraordinary. This is so beautiful.
It is thick, it is creamy. You're not missing any of the dairy at all.
Right.
Okay, so usually turkey is the main addition. You know, it's the star of the show at Thanksgiving, but instead you've got something which is called a cannellini bean pot pie.
Yes.
So tell us what this is.
Yeah, so usually we're gonna think of pot pies, we think of meat. But I think what we crave from the pot pie is actually those rich, decadent, like slow cooked, you know, flavors. And I've recreated just that with this. Now, also, I'm going to ask you to add some gravy, but
vegan gravy.
Vegan gravy.
Oh, where do I do
see this?
In a little
right
bit,
on top.
Yeah, right on top.
Like let it spill over.
Let it, you know, let's have fun with it.
All of it?
Not all of it, but like when you feel like it's enough, it's enough.
But I don't know. I don't know what's enough.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
All right, so you can have a crack at that. Look at that, that's so delicious.
Okay.
But also, when you have a bean pot pie or any pie, what's important is the crust. And we don't use butter. We use actually, and it's very important to actually not use margarine when you bake with any plant-based dough, but to use kind of like a cooking vegan butter, which is a little bit different. So be careful when you're at the store.
I got to ask about the gravy also before I dive in.
Absolutely. But when you try it, I want you to like tell me if you taste the like tomato flavor.
Tomato flavors. That.
Oh my God.
So that's kind of like the secret of that, because you know what I hate about fall and winter? It's the cold. So I want to bring like that summery taste.
This is amazing. How did you get the gravy to be that thick?
Well, it's actually, so that's a tomato and the two elements. I use the concentrated tomato from Muti because it's actually the highest quality tomato paste I can find. They give me that like summery flavor. And we have tomato in there, we have tomato in there, so it's rich and delicious. For the gravy, if I tell you what's in it, you're gonna be like, what? Porcini mushroom, so far so good. Blackcurrant jelly. And Marmite.
What?
Marmite.
You would never know that.
And that's what's important. When you use ingredients, it's not like Marmite, I don't like it. Yes, but you have those like yeasty, like roasted notes, bitterness, which you'll find when you like caramelize meat, right? So that's kind of like how we're creating this.
That is magical, absolutely magical. I want to get to the side dishes because they're actually my favorite part of Thanksgiving dinner, particularly anything with potatoes in it. So what did you bring today?
So I saved you from the turkey, but I kept the potatoes. I'm not like a monster, okay? So it's a delicious sweet potato gratin. And gratin means cheese, means delicious, means
We
rich.
just go right in here?
Go right in it.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
we're family,
We're
right?
family here,
We can
okay.
share, we can share. And then the key to that is, how's that, right? Right?
Oh my
But
God.
I have to recreate the gratin, the creaminess, right? So how do I do it? I'm actually use two things really important. The cashew to give that velvety texture,
Right.
but also a nutritional yeast.
Okay.
That has as like a thickener, you're also gonna add those flavors, and you wouldn't know there's no cheese in that dish, I promise.
Wow.
But you really have that richness, like it's creamy, and I know you want to dig back in.
Oh my God, I'm dying to, but I have the next question. Oh no, I think we're gonna jump to dessert.
We're going to
Why
jump
don't
to
we do that?
dessert, and you have brought a version of something I approve of. Pumpkin, not a version of. This is pumpkin pie.
It is pumpkin
It's your
pie.
it's your pumpkin pie. Tell me all about how can a pumpkin pie be?
Well,
vegan?
as like a non-Canadian born, I feel like I have all the freedom to create my version of the pumpkin pie.
Yes, you do.
Pumpkin
Okay.
pie. It's really hard for me to say.
Ooh. Well, here, let me. Oh, you got some on there.
But yeah, so, and wait a second. So a little bird told me that you were trying to steal my thunder with your own cooking show.
Oh, I think there's a world of difference, and you're gonna be fine.
So today I want to put you to work, and I want you to do a beautiful piping of that. Obviously, it's not real cream.
Oh, you got this, Jess.
Look at that. Look at the
Beautiful.
technique.
Woo!
You know what?
Nice.
I approve of you. You can absolutely take over.
Oh my goodness.
How did you make this whipped cream?
So, yeah, so it's actually two things. You have some delicious meringue as well that I made with aquafaba. Aquafaba is actually the liquid from the chickpeas. And I did literally just like a meringue. And then obviously not too sweet. Keep that for later. No one's seen it. No one knows.
No one saw it.
And so you have some chocolate, some pumpkin seeds, and like I said, I don't use any refined sugar. It's maple syrup. And I really want to get that burst of flavor, like the classic of fall,
like
right? So there you go.
little bit more.
A little bit of cream in there.
This is so good.
Oh my gosh. I know I'm gonna, what I'm about to say is very controversial. This is probably one of my favorite food segments in the history of the show.
Well, that is.
I concur.
Right?
I'm with
I will
you.
go on that.
I'm
I
just
can
gonna
live on
say,
that.
This is so good.
Romain, this has been magnifique to say the least. Thank you for bringing these vegan Thanksgiving dishes for us. They were just spectacular.
I appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you.
Wow. Okay.